Here's verse 10 of the 16th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. We're in the midst of Jesus critiquing his disciples because they have misunderstood his warning about the leaven of the Pharisees and the Sadducees, thinking that Jesus was getting on their case for forgetting to bring bread. Of course, he reminds them of two different recent miracles in which he had multiplied miraculously the meager amount of bread they had available. The feeding of the 5,000 and the feeding of the 4,000 is before us now. So Jesus continuing the same thought here in verse 10. Uda, neither, it's the idea, he's already in the preceding verse mentioned the feeding of the 5,000 now. In addition to that, neither tus hepta, this is in the accusative of the article, accusative, plural, masculine. Hepta is for seven, so the seven are tus. The seven breads, the previous one had 5 loaves of bread, small loaves, tone, and then tetrakiskilio, this is the 4,000. So, and the 7 breads of the 4,000, kai posas, same as in the preceding verse. It's an adjective, interrogative adjective, same as in the preceding. So, and how much or how many is the idea, spuridos. Notice it's a different word for basket from the preceding, which of course is another way of arguing that these are two separate events that are being described. Spuridos is from spuris. It means a large basket, a large wicker basket, large enough in some cases that a human being could actually be placed in it, and that's the same word that's used over in Acts when Paul was led out of the city of Damascus in a large basket. It's the same one. So the basket here was, of course, much larger, and apparently these were also full. So it should argue once again for the abundance that came by virtue of Jesus' miraculous power. Elebata, this is the aorist of lambano, second person plural, that you took. Some critical scholars have, of course, tried to argue, well, this is simply conflating the same miracle and giving slightly different renditions of it. I think that's pretty far-fetched, given the fact that here we have a reference to both of them separately, and different descriptive terms are used to describe each of them. So at least on the face of it, that seems a little bit beyond what is necessary even for legitimate critical scholarship. But one way or another, Jesus does recite both of these to the disciples to remind them that he is perfectly capable of providing miraculously food needs that they may have, and that his intended meaning, of course, went to a very different aspect of the experience they had with the Pharisees and the Sadducees.